Yo, what's up everybody? How's it going? Today we're playing some custom hero clash. I thought it would be fun to revisit this classic, and I think you guys like it too every once in a while. So let's just play some custom hero clash. But before we get started, really quick, I wanted to thank you all for the support for Boosted Survivors. The game is doing really well. I'm very happy with how many copies we have sold. Not because it's making a lot of money, it's not. It's a 99-cent game. But I'm just glad that so many people are willing to give it a try and are having a good time with the game. I think that's really exciting, and I wanted to thank you for that. But anyways, let's get into the match. Friends, we got ourselves an Undying. My first two selections were really awful. I ended up with Decay and Flesh Golem. Oh no, this isn't gonna go super well. However, we can get Aghanim Scepter, which makes it so that our Decay steals strength from creeps. I think it even does so right now. Yeah, it steals a little bit from creeps. So our plan here with Undying will be to just be huge. Tough? That seems good. Sets your hero's primary attribute to strength and grants bonus strength equal to 1.5 times your level, and then grants 2% of your strength as armor. So we can get like just enormous strength. That seems kind of fun. I don't know what else we really want. Yeah, fuck it. I think we're just gonna be tough. I think we'll just be a big lad. Hello. Okay, we have decayed you. I'm gonna come in and smack you now if you don't mind. I am already huge. I have 800 HP, which may not seem like that much, but honestly, this early on, that is quite a lot. Give me your stats. Oh, one more hit. Nice, very good. Tombstone, probably... Maybe? Affected by summon power of 150% potency. I mean, honestly, I guess. It's mostly just we can use summoning stuff then. That seems okay. It's not a great ability. It's got a really long cooldown, which is difficult to make use of, but yeah, maybe it's okay. Small gamble. Careful gamble. We'll grab ourselves, I think, an immediate Radiance. This may seem like it's being a bit aggressive in terms of like item build here, but Radiance is just kind of the main thing that allows you to go nuts with strength heroes. So I think Radiance makes sense. Okay, we lost that gamble, but we didn't gamble a lot on it. That's why we're careful. That's why we are patient until we find our opportunities where we are confident. Increases max health. I think we get ourselves max strength. That seems good. And we can get more ult stats. Also like just having stats. That seems nice. Then Death Pulse, Heartstopper Aura, Moment of Courage. What is this? Parry versus Magical Constitution. Parry seems really good here. So I'm just going to go with Parry. I should probably use this. Okay. Huh. So this works a bit differently then. Summons a Tombstone at the target point, which then continuously attacks all units in a large radius. The Tombstone's attacks apply stacking movement slow and bonus damage. Attacks can be evaded, deals physical damage. So instead of summoning zombies, this basically attacks for the zombies. It just like does it automatically. Interesting. You know what? This might actually be a pretty cool ability. Like, I can see this working out decently. This guy is just way bigger. So I'm guessing that you should take it. So let's see. Maybe Tombstone is actually good. I can kind of see that being all right. Oh, there's some disable here. I don't know if it's enough though. Axe coming in with just like some burst damage. One more hit. Nice. Very good. That's pretty fantastic. We're happy about that. Soul Rip, we don't want. Maledict? I can get behind Maledict. That actually seems really nice. I think that's gonna be the plan here. We get Maledict. This is gonna be our late game. It's actually a very strong late game. So I'm happy that we got Maledict. Now, really all we need is survivability. We already have Flesh Golem, which is actually pretty good for survivability, especially since we're gonna be going for a lot of strength. I like Decay. I think that just works decently with what we're already trying to do. So I feel like we're going to keep it. And then we are going to have like 2 additional spots that we want to use for some sort of survivability. But we'll figure that out as we get to it. Take down you. Thank you very much. We are at almost 1,500 copies sold of Boosted Survivors, which is crazy. That's so cool. I'm so happy about that. I think long term the game will probably sell around 2,000 copies unless there's some sort of sudden surge that I couldn't predict, which would be great of course, but hey, I'm perfectly happy just selling 2,000 copies. The thing is, like, to me, if people just play the game for like an hour, 2 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, right? If they just play it for a limited amount of time, have a good time with it, and then move on, and then we all collectively move on, and we all say, hey, Boosted Survivors was some fun. I think that's all I'm looking for, right? Of course, if people want a more long-term experience from it, then feel free to keep playing it. But I am just super happy with how things are going right now. And we'll see what we do with this in the future. I know Dr. Teaspoon wants to make another game like this. He already has a lot of ideas that he has sent me. I'm not saying that I'm not down for it, but I'm still kind of considering what exactly would be the best direction to go, especially since I kind of want to start working on some other stuff as well. But I do like what's here, wait, let me do this. Okay, we are pretty strong. Okay, we've got the Tombstone going nuts. Nice. Got him. I don't like any of these. Wild Axes could be okay, but you can't get the cooldown reduction anymore. So they're actually not. So let's roll this. Counter Helix is actually pretty okay. That's pretty good. It applies the stacking debuff with the Aghanim Scepter. That's some defense. It's not great defense. Wolves, I don't like the Wolves very much. I think the Wolves are okay if you're playing Axe, not Axe. Lycan, sorry, there was just an Axe up there. I think if you're playing Lycan, I can see them being good. But as any other hero, I'm not a big fan. They're just not strong enough as summons. I think I will do another reroll. Kind of regret that I didn't take forgot what it was. Anyway, I guess I don't regret it that much. Okay. Oh no, Helix. Yes, counter Helix. There we go. Marksmanship is a good ability, but we aren't gonna be using it very much. Dream Coil is kind of interesting. Curse of Awareness. Honestly, this seems like a discard. Hope to get something good. Essence Flux is not it. Okay, that's fine. Let's get Spark of Courage. Well, that's an interesting one. Immediate guess, Juggernaut, but not with confidence. Alright, we have Tombstone stuff here, which is nice. Level this up, level this up. We have our Luminance. So we are actually in a perfect spot to duel. If anybody wants to duel us, we should be near guaranteed to win. There's an Eclipse here, which is a huge deal. Eclipse can just kill. But Nail hasn't leveled it? Did he? No, there it is. Okay. He leveled it right at the end there. There was a chat. No, it's too late. That didn't make sense. Okay, it's fine. Let's start working on our summoner items. I like having the Helm of the Tyrant because it's just a lot of stats. Like 24 all stats, bunch of armor and health. That's just great. This should be a pretty definitive win for the TA because of the reincarnation. That's the kind of thing we need. Reincarnation would be so sick because of Tombstone on death. Oh, that would be amazing. Oh, never mind. Wow. I am definitely underestimating how good this is. I've not seen it much before. Whenever you attack, there's a 60% chance to perform an instant attack back on the attacker. This seems good, yeah. I mean, damn. You definitely could feel the power of that. Alright, gamble on the player, don't gamble on the hero. Take down these. God damn it, Nail. Man, I'm losing so much money to these gambles. Hello! The Cocoa Bean would really appreciate it if you could leave a rating on the video. Give it a little thumbs up. Thank you very much, and I'll let you get back to it. Let's get zombie damage. I hope that works. Hey, we get to fight again, finally. It's been a minute. We'll grab ourselves some boots. Yeah, it's unfortunate that our bets have been this. I have to say, that doesn't feel great. But if we just get one good one, that can make up for it all. I mean, that's just death. Yeah, nice. We're getting a lot of money from dual wins, because we're just so strong. Spin, Omni Slash, but there's like Hex and Aghanim's Gift. I don't know if this is enough damage. I just think Omni Slash seems so good. Yeah, okay. Could have committed more, but honestly, that was closer than it may have seemed right there. I think if the lion had gone for the Hex instead of the stun, that was actually a pretty good chance at getting it. Why don't you initiate with Maledict? Because Maledict has a very small cast range, and it's kind of slow and difficult to hit, and right now, we don't really need it. I would much rather set up my tools that give me more resilience and that are just like more immediately powerful, and then use Maledict later. Because I just don't think we necessarily need the Maledict. I think we're okay without it, and using it, prioritizing it, is just gonna make it more difficult to connect with our other, more reliable tools. I'm really glad with how Boosted Survivors went. I think a big reason why I like the launch so much and I'm so happy with it all is just because it was such a low commitment project. Of course, we tried really hard to make something cool, and I'm glad that so many people are enjoying it, but it also wasn't something where we, you know, like invested our life and soul into it. It was more just like, hey, let's make this in our free time and then sell it for really cheap. And I think for that, it worked great. All in on Nail. Don't let me down again. That's my problem right now. Like, I'm third at the moment in terms of overall net worth. That's pretty much exclusively because I am losing my bets. Okay, Nail. That should do it. Nice. That was closer than I wanted it to be, but we made a lot of money. We have the Helm of the Tyrant now. I don't think Tombstone on Death is particularly good for us because we don't want to die. If I could get reincarnation, that would be fantastic, but we don't currently have it. I think I'll get the Vampire Fangs. Lifesteal seems fine. Okay, so we have Helm of the Tyrant, we have the Luminance. Aghanim Scepter makes a lot of sense to me because we get ourselves the increased strength steal from Decay, and that's actually relevant for us since strength is armor. Mostly because of the money difference, I think. I think the Oracle should win this just because he has more money. May I ask what the boosted survivors was written using? Oh, I don't know what programming language Dr. Teaspoon used, but we used Godot. Godot? Godot? Whatever. We used Godot as the engine. Sorry, I don't do any programming, right? What I do is an excessive amount of playtesting, balancing, writing, that kind of stuff. But programming, I don't do. I do like the Desolator. I think the Desolator. Desolator BKB. That does it. Just go for the duel anyways. Just vanished. Just disappeared. That was crazy. Okay. But if you guys have questions about that kind of stuff, you really should ask Dr. Teaspoon. Right? It's not that I don't want to answer you, it's just not that, like, it's not my domain. I like to believe that I'm a useful asset to game development teams, but I'm just not the programmer. I'm the guy that does everything else, right? If you need something done, you can tell me and I will do it. And I will usually do it with a good level of competence. Except for the programming part. That part I will not do. Okay. Well, do we get a level 25 flesh golem strength? That seems good. We get the other thing later. So. I think I'm gonna re-roll my Essence Flux right now. I wanna just see if we can get something that isn't garbage. Gravekeeper's Cloak, I can see actually being okay. Yeah, we get the stone form. That's actually pretty nice. That seems good. That seems good. Stone form is just like a level of invincibility that I appreciate. And can I just say something, and I hope this doesn't come across like in any sort of mean or dismissive way, but something that I've for a long time struggled to really conceptualize as a skill, something that I for a long time just often treated as like, oh, well, everyone could do this. But as I've grown, I guess, older and more experienced and I've worked with more people, I've kind of come to the realization that that isn't the case, is that I have language abilities. Like I can write text, I can communicate, I can I can write tooltips. I can do these kinds of like you can give me just kind of like a translation file and I'll give you something that is as solid, that is good. And even describing it like this, I find kind of difficult because it is not something that is really easily understood as a skill. I think we all just generally assume, well, everybody can write in a way. But the more writing I have done, which at this point I've actually done quite a lot of it, the more I come to the realization that no, it is not as straightforward. It is not as much of a given as I initially assumed. Writing decent text, understandable text, writing tutorials, these kinds of things are real skills that are not something everybody can do. And that's something I can do. Although the tooltips for boosted survivors on launch were not great, but that was, honestly, mostly because I hadn't actually written the tooltips. Sorry, I don't mean to disrespect anybody right now. The thing is, there was a misunderstanding there. That was mostly the issue. because Dr. Teaspoon gave me a translation file. So I went and I wrote all of the tooltips in the translation file. But I didn't see that the translation file had multiple tabs because I've never seen a translation file with multiple tabs before. All of the translation files that I've used before were just one giant document with multiple rows and columns instead of using tabs. But yeah, it was split into multiple tabs. And using those, like I didn't go into the other tabs and didn't rewrite those translations like on top of the other stuff. And as a result, there were a bunch of kind of first draft tooltips that made it into the initial launch. And I apologize for that, but I think we fixed it by now. I fixed it pretty quickly. Yeah. Anyway, we've got the axe here. Blade mail's good. All right, this is a big gamble. Honestly, I don't think this is necessarily smart. I can see this definitely being a problem. Dunk. Okay, yeah, Axe is doing good. Nice, nice. Oh, I made so much money. I just made so much fucking money. Great. No, that's fantastic. Let's get ourselves a heart. We can just buy a heart. How do cooldowns work in Custom Clash? Are they sped up? Refreshing? So, cooldowns, while you're fighting creeps or heroes, work as normal. They're just your regular cooldowns. But if you are in the wait zone after a round, right? If you're in this part of the map, then cooldowns are twice as quick as normal. Your stuff just cools down a bit quicker. Okay. So this actually seems fine. Isn't this just fine? Do we even need to do anything? I don't think I really need to do anything. I feel like our build is really good against this. Okay, so that's one death. Mm-hmm. You do not have anywhere near the power you need. Like, it's not even slightly close. I am huge. By the way, I should say this really quick. I'm kind of like talking about myself a lot today in regards to this like game development stuff and like kind of what skills I have. And I hope this doesn't come across as me trying to disparage Dr. Teaspoon. All right, Dr. Teaspoon is not a native English speaker, so that's totally fine if his tooltips aren't, 100% perfect on the first draft. That is not a reasonable expectation. And on top of that, there's something I'm supposed to do. The tooltips not being great on launch is my fault. I should be taking care of that. And also, he did a great job with so many other things. He implemented the entire game, right? He wrote all of the fucking code. He did a bunch of art because he just wanted to make the game prettier. He did a huge amount of work in finding usable assets that we can like implement without needing to pay for. There was just Dr. Teaspoon undeniably did more for Boosted Survivors than I did. And I really think it's important that we acknowledge that and we give him proper credit for that. Okay, I'm just gonna get another spell, I think. Reactive Armor seems okay. Reactive Armor seems okay. Okay. I need to heal. Damn. Alright. How does armor work in Boosted Survivors? Just the same way it does in Dota. As in, it's literally using Dota's armor formula. You can't copyright math. probably get a Heaven's Halberd, I think. There are definitely improvements we can make to our build. Oh, I need spell damage, actually. I think I gotta get a Celestial Sage. Can you Tombstone yourself in this? Oh! Honestly, I forgot that you could do that. Forgot that that's a thing. Juggernaut. I'm gonna say actually I believe in the Necro a little bit. Never mind. That was a risky gamble. I knew that was a risky gamble, but I thought that if we win that gamble, which there was a chance, then we would make quite a lot of money. Oh, we've got a bunch of people already knocked out. That's quick. Does Iced Coffee still have all edges? Yeah, so Iced Coffee is the only player that has all edges remaining. Damn. You can patent math? Okay. Maybe you can copyright math. I don't know. I actually have no fucking idea. I just assumed you wouldn't be able to. So if Val sues us for using the Dota armor formula for armor and boosted survivors, then, well, I guess rip us. Damn. God damn it. Permastun. I really need to start with this. Like, I made a huge mistake there, not immediately casting Flesh Golem. Flesh Golem, Illuminance, right away against that kind of stuff. That's on me, that's my bad. Making a lot of mistakes right now, but that's okay. We're fighting, it's a competitive game, that's what we want. It wouldn't be any fun if it was too easy now, would it? Okay, we almost have our Celestial Sage. Getting pretty close. Do enemies have armor? Technically speaking, but not really. Like, enemies are the same as the hero. In theory, they share all attributes, but the enemies just have 0 armor. But that does mean you can still reduce their armor. Okay. This must be winnable, right?
Behold, the Pope of Pestilence.
This must be winnable. Alright, let's not mess up again. Let's immediately transform. Okay, that's fine. Alright, we are chilling. Damn, this member is popping off. Come on. No. Well, we got there. And that. Nice. Giant's Ring? These suck. Oh, that's not good. Force Boots, I guess. Force Boots is something at least. I'm gonna need some sort of defensive tool stronger than this. I think the reactive armor is not it. I'm gonna get rid of reactive armor. Ooh, Arctic Burn is king. There's also multicast, which is really tempting. Fuck it. I mean, Arctic Burn is maybe better. I can see a really good argument to be made for Arctic Burn being better. But, friends, we're multicasting. Who would we be if we didn't go for multicast? What kind of dignity would we have left? I can't do that to you. I can't do that to myself. I need to figure out what item to buy, though. Necrophos. Lots of magic damage. To be honest, I feel like a Lincoln's is actually just kind of strong right now. So I'm gonna pick one of those up. Hey, Dark Freeze! Thanks for these 78 months. Appreciate it. Okay, slam this boy immediately. Let's not do the same mistake again. I mean, that's it already, no? Yeah. Wow. At this point, I think I consume this. Replace it with Aeon Disc? No. Refresher? Yes. And then we just start farming strength. Then we just start farming strength. That seems to me like the way to go. Oh, I immediately have to fight again. I was really assuming that I would have a bit of a break here. Because now I used my Tombstone on the creep wave. It's okay, we're fine, but also this is not ideal. I kind of need Ghost Scepter by Sell Lincolns. That sucks, man. That's not great. That feels really bad, but I think it's what I need to do. Alright, that's one down. Okay, we're just chilling for a moment. Refresh. Nice. I mean, that's huge. Jackpot. Oh, come on, guys. Have some faith in me. Like, at least a little bit. I feel like I've earned that much. But we got him. Nice. Hey, Xeno guy. Xigo Knight. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm not sure if we would do DLCs. To be honest, to like manage your expectations, I suppose, what is more likely to happen is that we'll update the game for a little bit, then we'll call it done, and then we'll just make another game. That seems the more likely outcome over making DLCs. Yeah, like I think a Boosted Survivors 2 is more likely than Boosted Survivors DLC. Alright, let's get ourselves this Book of Strength. Nice. I don't actually think the Necrophos is particularly strong. I think the Necrophos is the weakest of the remaining players. It's a really competitive lobby though, it's actually scary. I mean, there are some filthy builds that are left. Do we keep Gravekeeper's Cloak? I think it's actually nice. I don't think we spent any more money re-rolling. I feel like we can keep all of our abilities. What's our worst ability? Is it Tombstone? Ah, but Tombstone is okay, right? Like, Tombstone is forcing people to engage with it. I think we just buy stats. I think we just buy stats from here. And the nice thing is, since strength gives us armor, we don't have to buy anything that isn't strength. We just buy we just buy strength. Just buy strength from here. Infinity strength. That's the plan. I mean, arguably, Decay is our worst ability, but I think Decay is fine too. Ooh, Iced Coffee starting to struggle. Strength per level increased grants 40% of your physical resistance as magical resistance. What's our physical resistance? So we get like pretty good magic resistance. Do we care? It's mostly physical damage we're going up against. Magic. This is physical. This is nothing. This is physical. It's magic. I'm not so worried about this. I think I just get this. If I transform now... Look at that. 27,000 HP. I'm gonna regret transforming. I'm gonna immediately get thrust into a duel. You already know that. Oh, 2 players dead. Okay, no duel. That's good. I mean, honestly, Decay is actually kind of nice. I'm quite impressed by how effective Decay has been. Well, gamble on the player. Our bad bets from earlier, we managed to come back from. So overall, our bets are fine now. That's always the thing. It's just about like a couple of big ones. Oh, it doesn't want to scroll. No, it doesn't matter. Hello. Wait, I should use this. There we go. Definitely need to be using Maledict a bit more often. Nail won that. Good. Yeah, our Maledict is actually, I think, one of the most important abilities we got at this stage. That's what's gonna allow us to fight creeps for quite a while longer. Okay, I have to fight Nail. Against Nail, Shiva's Guard is better. Although, realistically, I actually want BKB. Or I want my Lincolns again? I think I want the Lincolns again. No, I want BKB. Okay, I'll just show it. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you, Nail. Bring it. It's definitely inefficient that I've been just like selling this item slot over and over again. Yeah, BKB is the most important thing to use right now. Got him. So, we get the Shiva's Guard. I'm the only one that still has any edges. Let's go! Let's go! And against this guy, it's probably the Ghost Scepter. Why do you have EMP? What happened to this build? Wasn't this build better? No, there is a nullifier. So Ghost Scepter doesn't actually help much. That's okay. Oh wait, you're already dead? Holy fuck. Holy shit, my guy. This Tombstone. I was not expecting Tombstone to go that nuts. absolutely slaughtered the Oracle right there. Oh, it's doing a lot of damage, yeah. That's pretty impressive. Well, I'm gonna say Nail takes it. I think we're nearing the end for Iced Coffee. Iced Coffee was definitely the scariest player for quite a while. But I think something happened to this build. I feel like this build was better at a point. I genuinely don't know why EMP is in there.
My will.
I would not have left EMP there. But maybe it's better than I assume it is. I could be mistaken, it could be very strong. What's Coffee's build? Just attacking. Oh man. Nail, what's your problem? Nail, I keep gambling on you and then you lose. And then I don't gamble on you and then you win. And I'm just, Nail, come on now. Can you just make up your mind? Okay. Boss time. Unfortunately, I think for a boss, I want to use Flesh Golem. But let's see if we can avoid it. Alright, this. Blade Mail. I think we're actually okay. Nice, Maledict. Oracle died, Nail died. I won! Hey! Let's go! Will ya look at that? I didn't really think it would go that way. I was really worried about those two, but we ended up pulling through. Nice. I liked our build though. I'm glad that we went with multicast. That's just kind of a fun little tool. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. We'll definitely appreciate that. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.